Welcome to our second lesson in flipped classroom. For today, we are going to talk about quantities that involve how fast an object is moving. Let us start with speed. Speed is the quantity that describes how fast an object is. It measures the distance covered over the time taken, or the distance traveled over a period of time. The formula for finding the speed is distance over time. In this case, D stands for distance and T stands for time. Let us have this as an example. Rachel walked 8 meters. It took her 2 seconds to cover that distance. What is her speed? To solve, you need to identify the given. So distance is 8 meters, time is 2 seconds. And you need to remember the formula. Substitute the values for the distance and the time, and then you will get the answer of 4 meters per second. This means that for every second, Rachel covers 4 meters. After 2 seconds, then she will be able to cover 8 meters. So let us try these two problems. The answer to these problems will be your entry card in our next meeting. James rode his bicycle and covered 2,000 meters in 60 seconds. What is his speed? Second problem. Jocelyn drove her car and traveled 66 kilometers for 4 hours. What was her speed? Have you noticed the different units involved in solving the speed? For the first one, it is meters and second. For the second problem, it is kilometers and hours. That means the units for speed can either be meters per second, feet per second, kilometers per hour, or miles per hour. Our second quantity is velocity. What is velocity? It is speed in a certain direction. To find out the velocity of an object, you need to first identify or determine the different variables needed in order to solve for the speed, and then identify the given direction. As an example, Oliver traveled 8 miles north, and it took him 2 hours to cover that distance. What is his velocity? Again, to find out the velocity, you need the speed and direction. So that means 8 miles per hour north would be the answer. But what will happen when there is a change in speed? Or in some cases, a change in direction. These changes leads to acceleration, our third quantity. Acceleration happens when there is a change in velocity. And what contributes to the different changes in velocity? Change in velocity happens when A. There is a change in speed. Or B, there is a change in direction. Let us focus on the first. So to solve for speed, or rather to solve for acceleration, A stands for acceleration. You have the final speed minus the initial or the starting speed, and then you divide it all over by the time given. For example, a swimmer speeds up from having a speed of 2 meters per second to 8 meters per second in just 3 seconds. So what would be her acceleration? Notice the two given speed. So to solve, IS means initial speed, FS means final speed, and T stands for the time. Following the formula of final speed minus the initial speed divided by the time would give you the answer of 2 meters per second per second. Meters per second is the quantity for speed, and the another second is for the quantity of the time. So try these two problems at home. First, a jeepney changes its speed from 0 meters per second to 10 meters per second in just 5 seconds. What is its acceleration? Second, you need to remember your integers. Negative values will apply here. So to avoid hitting a dog, a truck slows down from 15 meters per second to 0 meters per second in just 5 seconds. What is its acceleration? That concludes our second lesson in flipped classroom. See you in class.